Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt like your knees or hips needed a minute to remember how to move? Or maybe you've avoided bending down to pick something up because you're worried about that twinge in your back. Trust me, you're not alone. As we get older, stiffness and aches can start to feel like uninvited guests. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with them. In fact, with just a few simple exercises, you can reclaim your freedom to move smoothly, confidently, and yes, pain-free. Today, I'm sharing 5 mobility exercises that have helped thousands of seniors, including my own dad, who's 78 and still gardening, traveling, and chasing his grandkids around the backyard. These aren't complicated workouts or sweaty gym routines. They're gentle, effective movements you can do right at home, even if you've never exercised a day in your life. We'll start with the first 2 exercises today. The best part? You'll feel the difference immediately. So grab a sturdy chair, a yoga mat if you have one, and let's get started. Exercise 1, the seated leg swing to loosen hips and knees. First up, we're going to tackle one of the most common trouble spots, your hips and knees. This exercise is so simple, you can do it while watching TV or sipping your morning coffee. Here's how it works. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the floor. Now gently swing one leg forward and backward, like a pendulum. Keep the movement small and controlled. No need to rush. Feel that gentle stretch in your hip and knee? That's your joints saying thank you for the lubrication. Do this for 30 seconds on each leg. If you're feeling stiff at first, that's normal. My dad called this his rusty gait exercise because after a few swings, the creaks start to fade. This motion boosts circulation and eases stiffness, making it easier to stand, walk, or even dance at your next family gathering. Exercise 2, the doorway stretch to open up your chest and shoulders. Now let's talk about posture. Years of leaning forward to read, cook, or hug grandkids can leave your shoulders rounded and your chest tight. This next stretch is like hitting a reset button for your upper body. Stand in a doorway and place your forearms on the frame at a shoulder height. Gently lean forward until you feel a stretch across your chest and shoulders. Hold for 15 seconds. Take a deep breath and repeat twice. This stretch isn't just about feeling good. It's about breathing better. When your chest is open, your lungs can expand fully, sending oxygen to your muscles and brain. My neighbor Rita does this stretch every morning and says it's the reason she can still lift her grandbaby without a twinge in her back. Now I know what you might be thinking. Can something this simple really make a difference? Let me tell you about my friend Carl. At 72, he struggled to tie his shoes without sitting down. After just 1 week of these 2 exercises, he could bend over effortlessly. Small steps, big results. These next moves are all about unlocking your spine and improving your balance because, let's face it, nobody wants to feel wobbly when they're reaching for their favorite mug or stepping into the garden. Remember, this isn't about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about working with your body, not against it. Exercise 3, the seated spinal twist. It helps free up your back and improve posture. Ever feel like your spine has turned into a rusty hinge? This next exercise is like oiling that hinge. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the floor. Place your right hand on the back of the chair and your left hand on your right knee. Now gently twist your torso to the right, looking over your shoulder. Hold for 10 seconds, then slowly return to center. Repeat on the left side. This twist does wonders for spinal mobility. And bonus, it can even help with digestion. My Aunt Marge does this every morning while her coffee brews. At 75, she says it's the reason she can still turn her head to check her blind spot while driving. No more robot neck. Exercise 4, heel-to-toe balance walk to prevent falls and boost confidence. Now let's talk about balance. It's one of the first things to slip as we age, but guess what? It's also one of the easiest to rebuild. For this exercise, imagine you're walking on a tightrope, but don't worry, we're keeping both feet on the ground. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe. Take 5 small steps forward, focusing on a spot ahead to steady yourself. If you're shaky at first, practice near a wall or counter for support. The simple walk strengthens your ankles and core, which are your body's natural fall prevention system. My friend Edna started doing this while waiting for her toast to pop up. After 2 weeks, she could walk across her uneven driveway without gripping her husband's arm. Small effort, big payoff. Now, I'll be honest, when I first tried these exercises, I underestimated them. How could something so simple make a real difference? But then I saw my dad go from groaning every time he bent down to grab the newspaper to squatting effortlessly in his garden. It's not magic, it's consistency. And here's the best part. You're already halfway through the routine. These 4 exercises, leg swings, doorway stretches, spinal twists, and balance walks, are your toolkit for staying agile. But we've got one more game changer to add, and it's my personal favorite. It's the one I do every single morning, rain or shine, because it's like giving your entire body a reset button. But before we jump in, let me say this. If you've stuck with me through the first 4 exercises, you're already doing something incredible for your health. Consistency is your superpower, and today, we're going to make it effortless. Exercise 5, the seated march, to boost circulation and core strength. Let's finish strong with an exercise that's as fun as it is functional. Sit at the middle of your chair, feet flat on the floor. Now lift one knee toward your chest like you're marching in place, then lower it gently. Alternate legs, keeping the movement slow and controlled. Do this for 30 seconds, or longer if you're feeling spry. This march isn't just about your legs. It fires up your core muscles, improves circulation, goodbye, cold feet, and even helps with balance. My dad calls this his morning coffee march. He does it while waiting for his brew. At 78, he swears it's why he can still climb stairs without grabbing the railing. And guess what? You don't need fancy equipment, just a chair and a little determination. Now let's put it all together. Imagine starting your day with these 5 moves, swinging your legs to wake up your hips, stretching your chest in the doorway, twisting your spine to stay limber, practicing balance like a tightrope walker, and marching in place to get your blood flowing. 10 minutes total. 10 minutes to keep your body moving like it's decades younger. But here's the secret. It's not about perfection. Miss a day, no problem. Do 1 exercise instead of 5, still a win. My friend Edna, the one who mastered the balance walk, started with just 2 exercises a week. Now, she's leading her grandkids on nature hikes. Small steps, my friends. Small steps lead to big leaps. So here's my challenge to you. Pick 1 exercise from today, maybe the seated march or the doorway stretch, and try it tomorrow morning. Then come back here and tell me how it felt in the comments. Did your knees feel smoother? Did standing up from the couch feel easier? I read every single message, and your stories inspire me to keep creating these videos. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button so I know to make more content like this. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. Remember, aging isn't about losing freedom. It's about adapting, thriving, and discovering new ways to love the life you've built. You've got the tools now. All that's left is to use them. So go on, march, stretch, twist, and swing your way to a body that feels as vibrant as your spirit. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Here's to moving freely, living fully, and laughing often. Bye for now.